Hello everybody, my name is Miles Rakestraw and my partner is Claire Bueller. Today we are going to be talking about handling concurrency issues in your MVC application. So basically, kind of a little overview of what we're doing is basically we're handling our data so that, say, someone from wherever is trying to manipulate some information on your web application and you are trying to do the same thing at the same time, that you guys don't enter conflicting data that overrides one or the other and yada yada yada. So basically kind of an example of what I'm talking about here. We'll run this real quick as we wait for Firefox to load. Sometime today. Maybe. There we go. So we're going to click on our Departments tab here. This is the main section of the web app that we'll be altering to handle concurrency. And this is going to take forever to load as well. There we go. So basically, we got this temp here. We can mess with any of these, but we'll just mess with the temp for now. So I'll open a link in new tab. It'll bring up the edit, and then I'll click edit here. So we have editing open on two different tabs for the same temp person. So what we're going to do, say we'll change the budget, 2,000. Save it. Now you see here, the budget has been changed to 2,000 from temp. But if we come over here, and we change it to 5 million, and hit save, it completely overrides what was done over on this tab. So this is what we're going to take care of so that we let people know that they're altering concurrent data at the same time. So just close that, come back to our Visual Studio. Sorry for the screen flopping. My video recorder doesn't like two monitors, so we're going to do it. So basically, to handle this concurrency in our project, I will be following the handling concurrency on the ASP.NET MVC website. And if you have any, I'll be copying and pasting the code from this site as well. So if you need to go and look at the code that I'll be copying, you can go to this website and it'll have everything you need. So let's get started. So first things first, we're going to open up our department.cs class in our models folder. We're going to scroll down, and what we're going to do is we're going to add just a little snippet of code with a timestamp, this public byte row version. We're actually going to this whole little chunk here, and we'll put it in right here. Just copying over that because it's a whole chunk of code. For some reason, between tutorials, this little piece of code just showed up, so we're going to add it. Now, since we've manipulated our database, we need to update it. So we're going to go over to the Package Manager console, and we're going to go add. We're going to add a migration. Sorry. We're going to add migration row version. Enter that, and once again, we're going to have to wait. So that's done, and then we need to update our database. Update database. And that should get everything updated. Very nice. Alright, now we can move on. We don't need to look at this just yet. Alright. Now we're going to modify our controller. So we're going to open our department controller.cs, and this will be in your controllers folder right here. Open this thing up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a using statement. So all that using system.data data.entity.infrastructure. Oh, let's see. Let's try that. Oh, we need an N here. There we go. Yes? No? There we go. Alright. After that, we're going to go and scroll down, and every occurrence of last name we see, we're going to change it to full name. Another one. There we go. Full name. There's about 4 or 5 of them here we got to change. And that's all of them. So I'm going to save it just to save it. Let's see. The next step, we're going to come down and we're going to find our edit method right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy a very long piece of code from, as I said, the tutorial. Copy this all the way down to there. And we're just going to replace this whole method. It seems that I have changed the wrong one. There we go. We want to change the post method. Sorry. And it has been changed. Excellent. And basically what this whole method does is it's got a bunch of try-catch error blocks, some if statements to make sure that more than one or the same piece of data isn't being altered at the same time. And if it is, it'll throw the appropriate error message. So, got that taken care of in the post. Next, we need to change our views. So we're going to view. Where are we at? Views. Department. And then we're going to modify the edit. And what we're going to do in here is we are going to add this hidden for, basically just hiding it from the user. We're going to add that right here. We're going to have this. Okay, that has been added, and we're going to save it. And we're going to run it. And wait some more. Are you going to load? Try this again. Uh-oh. Something happened. There it is. That's bad. Okay, so we got that little code in the edit methods and the models, the controllers, and the views. Click back on departments. So while it's loading, I figure I kind of missed a little explanation at the beginning of the tutorial I'll cover here. So the tutorial talks about two types of handling concurrency. There's the pessimistic and the optimistic. But basically the pessimistic, when something, say I go to click on this edit, it'll basically lock out this whole chunk, this whole person, so that nobody else can open it to edit, delete, any of that stuff, and it just locks it out. Now, the tutorial didn't cover it at all, so I'm not really going to go over it. What we're going to be working on is optimistic. What it does is it basically allows the altering at separate times or at the same time by two different people or whoever is altering it. And it allows them to make their alterations, and then it handles any issues that might arise after the fact. So we're going to see an example of that right now. So I'm going to do just like before, open a new tab over at this edit. We'll click this edit. What we'll do, we'll edit this down to $2. We'll hit save. Saves it just fine. And then we come over back to this tab, and we'll edit this back to $600. And then what we'll have, warning, this error. So this tells us that it has been modified in the time that it's taken us to open this edit and then change the attributes and attempt to edit this department. So you can override it by clicking the save button again, and it'll override the last bit of the information that we edited on the other tab. So pretty much in a nutshell, that is optimistic concurrency handling. Now, but we are not completely done yet. As you can see, let's go back to this. You can see here there's more than one way to edit this field. Now, we covered the edit bit, but now we need to cover the delete so that more than one person doesn't try to delete, or somebody try to edit after, say, this field's been deleted. That wouldn't make any sense. So we're going to come back, and we're basically going to do the same thing we did to the edit, only we're going to do it with the delete now. So we're going to come back to the department controller, which we're already in, and we're going to change the delete methods. So here's the first delete one. This one we're going to change to both the get delete and the post delete. So grab my code here. So here we are. Here's our get delete method. Let's see. Here, B. That's been changed, and then we're going to handle our post delete. Alright, so that's been taken care of in our controllers. Now, after the controllers have been altered, we obviously need to handle the views. Close this one, and then we're going to go to the delete view. In this one, we're going to add some error messages. But I am just going to replace the whole HTML document. But pretty much what gets changed is these two hidden fors, and we have this class error view bag concurrency. That's pretty much the only thing that gets changed in the view. Control C, and that's all been changed. Alright, and that is it. Our departments class on our web app is now able to handle concurrency. So we'll rebuild. Back and away. Refresh this. I'm gonna have to wait. There we go. So open a delete, new tab, open this edit, hit delete this guy, come back here and try and edit it, save, unable to save changes. The department was deleted by another user. That's exactly what we want. Alright, so now we've handled concurrency in our department's portion of our Contoso University web app. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the tutorial, or at the beginning of the video, I got all of the code snippets from the ASP.NET MVC overview website, and that's where you can find it. And thank you for joining us.